Hello, Melody. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much.
And who's this? Ada. And we're here with the Easy Peasy project with our Scarlet runner beans. And we are ready for step 5, which is the planting of these fabulous little baby Scarlet runner beans that Melody and Ada have started. They are ready to go. And so they soaked their beans and they got their cups ready and pre-planted these little beans, and we scouted out for the right place and decided that this was the best place with the right sun, and they did a fabulous job cleaning this up and putting...
I had no idea that strawberry there.
That what?
Right there.
Yeah, there's a strawberry there too. So there are other things in here, which is just fine. And sounds like Dad put down some compost?
Yes, ma'am.
Fabulous! That's great. So Dad's being really helpful. So we've got compost down here, and that's going to help give the beans something to feed off of. And all we're going to do today is take these plants, and we're going to take the 3 strongest ones, because we've got, runner beans can be planted in different types of spacing, but we have about 15 feet here of railing, and so we're going to put one on each kind of end and one in the middle along that railing so that they can climb up and cascade over that railing and go all along. So if you guys want to take the 3 strongest ones, and let's get a little hole going. We have our supplies today are just the seeds. And we have some little hand trowels here, a regular one and 2 small ones. And we're going to put one right in the middle there.
Yeah.
And you can take you just watered those, which is nice because it gives that plant a little bit of water just to get started. And we're going to dig a hole. If you could dig a hole right here.
Okay.
And we're going to, oops. You dig. That's a great idea, Ada.
Okay.
And Mom will take that cup, and she's going to turn that cup over in her hand to take out the soil with the sprout. So if you just put your fingers on either side of that sprout, and then turn it over, and push it out a little bit. Perfect. So that is what we're going to plant. You can see all those roots down in there. That is ready to go, which is great. And if Ada gives you a hole... That looks good. And now you can use your fingers to part that soil open. Oh yeah. Part that soil open there and put that down in there so that it's at the same level. There you go. And it's all right to cover that stem a little bit. That works. So now we can see there's a fern back here from underneath the porch, and that's all right because this plant is going to get going and it's going to take over this whole railing. They really are amazing. Now let's do the same thing with the other 2.
Okay.
So we have one at this end, which will enable it to go up the porch, and it'll actually go down the railing too there. And then Ada, if you want to use this little shovel, you can dig a hole for this one over here and put that one in. You want to do that? You can use your shovel. You got your sunglasses on. That's a good idea. I'll hold the plant for you while you dig a little hole. And good idea digging the hole very close to the trellis because that's what it's going to want to climb up. So if you dig that, you can even dig a little bit closer to that trellis, honey. So it'll have really good access. And that's a good hole. So if you want to put that down for a second, and if you could put your fingers over this like this and turn it over. Put your fingers on either side. And kind of push that out. There you go. Little by little, see if you can wriggle that out of there. There you go. You're going to put that in there.
That is so messy.
It is messy. It needs that soil though. That soil is actually like its food and its home and everything all in one. So can you, though, before you leave, come back and press that soil down around the outside edges with your fingers so that it's got a nice little home so that there's soil all the way around the plant and it's all nice and settled there. Perfect. Now, the challenge, guys, is to water those 3 plants really gently with the water that you have. Where did we put that?
Oh, good job, Ada. Good Mommy was like,
So the challenge is to see if you can water it really gently and put all of that water, a third on each. Mama can water the first two, and then if you could do this one in the corner, that would be great.
B, just go away.
Yeah,
Alright.
he's looking for some food.
Ada, you want to water the other two?
No, because it's
Yeah.
B.
They're making you nervous? They're just looking for something yummy. You must have something on that smells good to them. But they're definitely not looking to bother you.
No, it's because of my bright clothes. When you have bright clothes.
Oh, you think so? Okay, that could be. So there we go. So that compost is doing a nice job of distributing that water, and it doesn't look, when we water there for the next couple days and for the next week, we want to make sure that the water doesn't expose the roots. We lost it. I think it went away, Ada. You can come back. That it doesn't expose the roots. We want the roots to stay covered by the soil, which you know.
Yep,
You
absolutely.
do a lot of.
We also have some bark mulch over here, which we will be putting over all of our little friends
Terrific.
to keep them without any roots growing and to keep them nice and warm. So we'll be distributing this.
Good for you. You know
Maybe
exactly
today.
what that's for. Yeah, it keeps the moisture. It helps keep the soil moist. And any weeds that do come up because the soil is moist, it helps to be able to pull those out. Because that is a little bit of the challenge here, is nature abhors a vacuum. And so it's going to want to fill this spot with weeds.
I think it's a baby grasshopper.
What you got? Oh my goodness, down in there, maybe.
Because it keeps on hopping.
Oh, so you're set and ready to go. If you put a handful of that mulch around the base of all those plants,
Okay.
and then you're going to want to soak these, if you can, at least every other day,
Yeah.
just to keep that root base wet. And we're going to watch as these plants start to go. You've got the seeds, they've been started, you've got the water, you've got them planted, and these are ready to grow. So, great job. Thank you, Ada, for your kind assistance and at least keeping us company and helping us plant one. And Melody, thank you for your fabulous prep work of this garden area. Now, we weren't necessarily intending to plant it with the cherry tree, but the cherry is not taking up so much sunshine that these beans cannot grow in the same place. So we've got a good opportunity for both of them to thrive, and the cherry tree is going to love some of that extra water too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you've got a strawberry down there too, so everybody's going to be really happy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All
We've had
right.
a good time.
Yay.